Hey, what's going on, guys? Tigerr here. So today we're going to be going over some smokes that I think you need to know if you're going to be playing Overpass in CS2. And basically I just decided I'd want to make this video because a lot of you are going to be like me and CSGO lineups aren't going to work, or if you're newer to the game and just now getting into CS, you're going to want to learn some smokes to help out your team. So I figured I'd make this video, try and showcase what I think are the most important smokes. This will not be a full grenade and utility tutorial. If you do want one of those, make sure to leave a comment down below. But for today, we're going to be focusing on smokes only. And as always, if you do enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and sub down below. It does help me out a lot. Lets me know what I'm doing, you guys are enjoying. Make sure to leave a comment down below. Let me know what map you want me to do next. Or if you want more full utility usage guides, stuff like that, just let me know. But to jump right in, we're going to be starting off on the CT side. Basically, you're going to want to line yourself up with this dumpster. Aim at the end of this pole here. Jump throw. And basically what this will do is it'll completely block off the T side from seeing monster. Really strong smoke, allows you to play up as CT, lets you push up, get into better angles. This does really well if you pair it with a short smoke here, in this range. That way you know they can't push you from the right side. It allows you to play off angles like this. If they're running through the smoke and they check this, you'll just have the advantage more times than not. So being able to play this angle is super strong, as well as having all of this control with the smoke being there. And then also, if we go back to spawn in the same exact spot, if you aim at this area here where my crosshair is, no need to even jump throw, you just stand here throw. As I mentioned before, if you use the monster smoke, one of your teammates can throw this one, or even yourself. Really strong short smoke. This is another really strong smoke if you're trying for advanced positioning, if you're trying to get close to the sandbags here, or just know that you have control of this angle, and they're going to have to walk through smoke and clear, sandbags or anything like that. It is also really easy for you to say, just ask your teammates to drop a smoke, you jump throw that one, aim up and to the right, throw that one. And by the time you head down, both of these areas will be smoked. So not only will you have all of short control, you also have monster. It just makes it really hard for the T side to attack. And I think these are super useful. And then moving over to the A side of the map, one of my favorite smokes to play when I'm playing near fountain or connector, party, this whole area. All you do is you aim at this bottom ledge, really from anywhere over here, it'll all land relatively in the same spot. You just throw it there, run up. And you can play this one way towards fountain, see if they're pushing. Obviously you can play this head glitch here. It makes it very hard to spot, especially if you're running up here. It's not an easy angle to fight. So it does allow for a lot of early round information here. Like I said, all you have to do is just generally throw it in this area. It does not have to be perfect. Just a side note though, if you do throw it in the far right, there is this gap. But if you run over, have your teammate throw a flash, you can always play around that. So a lot of times what it'll end up looking like for me is I'll just run, throw it in this corner, throw a flash, jump up, and you play this corner here. And then once again, you do have to worry about this side. There are ways to mitigate that by throwing the smoke a little deeper, so it banks. And moving over to fountain, this is one of my favorite smokes to throw if I'm playing in this area. Basically all you have to do, run up to this corner here. Doesn't have to be precise, just generally in this location. Aim at the edge of the fountain, right click. It'll just land on the stairs, and basically what you do is you can play this as a one-way. Now you do have to be careful with CS2, the smoke will overfill. But you play this angle, don't swing out too wide. But the main reason I like to use this is it makes it very easy to tell your teammates to flash over for you. You look at the wall over here, and then just slightly peek out. You don't have to do a whole lot. Most times they'll just be running up, spray through the smoke. They'll never expect it. And so as you can see, if you're running up from the T side, this is not an angle that you'd ever expect to hold. It's one of those things where most times you're going to be looking for the one way for party, like I showed before. And if you get a good flash from your teammate, it's very unsuspecting. Makes for a really nice angle to play, get you an early round pick. I wouldn't suggest doing it every round, obviously then they expect it. But it is something that's very strong to use in a round that you need some picks on. Now moving over to the T side, we're going to be starting on B. One of my favorite smokes to throw while playing this. You just move up to this pallet here. Aim slightly in the corner. And then you just jump throw. Basically this one will just land for mid-sight. It's a really nice smoke to have. It's just a really nice smoke to have in my opinion for when you scale up. Kind of gives you some protection from heaven if your heaven smoke isn't down. Also it stops this peek from backside. A lot of people playing here stops them from peeking the pillar. allows your teammates to run up safely for mid-site on the right side of pillar towards toxic. Then it's a very easy smoke just to come over to this pallet, line yourself up, throw it. And as you're scaling up, by the time you throw flashes, that's not a very good flash, don't use that one, but it's very easy just to throw, and by the time it pops, you have plenty of time if you're running out. And then to pair with that smoke, what I like to do is have a teammate hold my short, or once you have control of this area, whatever works. You just, basically, you'll just line yourself up with this sign. What you're going to want to do is aim yourself up at this point here. You're going to want to come all the way down until you're directly in the middle of these two power lines. And then you're just going to throw. As you can see, that completely blocks off heaven. The only way that they can see you is if they swing out wide, and if they do that, it's very easy to take the 1v1 at that point, or if you have multiple people holding it. Just makes it a lot easier to fight. So as you're scaling onto site, if you use both of these smokes, it'll look something like this. Heaven will be smoked, mid-side will be smoked. Makes it a lot easier to take these fights towards graffiti, and even if you need to clear bottom site, which makes it a lot easier. These are my two favorites to throw. These are the ones I think you should learn. And then lastly, moving over to A. My two absolute favorite smokes to throw is for when we have connector control. Okay, so for this lineup, it's super easy. You just line yourself up with this bench, tuck yourself in the corner. There's two smokes from the same exact spot, which is why I like it so much. The first one being you line yourself up with the corner of this billboard, aim at the corner of the black piece here, jump throw. As you can see, as it lands, covers all of dumpster. As you can see, no gaps, no nothing. Just pretty simple, easy smoke to throw. But what I think makes this spot so strong as opposed to other spots is that from this same exact spot, line yourself up with this umbrella, come down to where it meets the chair, jump throw. And then this one will land bank. The only thing that you should be aware of when using this smoke is they can be tucked here. So if you do plan to scale backside, you will have to clear this. And so overall, if your team does drop you an extra smoke, it'll look something like this. You just aim at this, once again, this black corner of the billboard, throw, aim here, jump throw. And as you're running up the site, throw any supporting util. Your team's obviously going to pop flashes over, stuff like that. And by the time you're up, both smokes will have landed. And once again, all you have to worry about is this corner here, if you do plan to scale backside. Now there are obviously a bunch of different lineups you can use for all of these smokes, but these are just some of the most beneficial ones that I would use, and the ones that I actually use in my games. And overall, I do think these will help you out a lot. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this. Once again, make sure to leave a comment down below, let me know what you want to see next. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and make sure to let me know down in the comments below what you think of these smokes, if you want to learn more, stuff like that. And as always, I greatly appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next video.